Welcome to Morning Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Jacob.
And guys, we're back in the world of Krys.
Oh my god, I couldn't wait to come back, dude. It feels good to be back.
It does feel good to be back. We, for those of you who are unaware, Jacob and I have been, at the request of Drawfee fans, slowly building out the world of a JRPG, a Japanese-style role-playing game.
Yeah, and this to be honest, is going to become a real game.
It's going to become a real game at some point.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. That's how all game ideas eventually become games, as the internet has shown us.
If you believe hard enough, and you can make a good enough Kickstarter,
so
anything can happen.
That's just such a great morality tale for.
Welcome to How Do You Draw Ears? Welcome to How Do You Draw Ears?
Jacob
Drawfee, how do you draw ears?
struggles to draw.
The answer?
You
I don't
got
know.
it. You just
Okay,
go
wait,
slow. Just
wait,
take it real slow.
No, I can't do
okay,
it. I
so
can't do
we've.
it. It's all ears. Sorry, go ahead.
It's all ears to me. So we've drawn in previous episodes. We've drawn our hero, a spunky hero named Krys with real tall hair, as well as his nemesis, Lucianosaurus, both his teen form and dino form.
Yeah, his former friend, now foe, Lucianosaurus.
Lucianosaurus, he's just mad because he's a dinosaur.
Bitter about his dino.
Sad boy dino.
Dino past.
And then of course Fly Butler, the mistake of a sidekick that we all know and love.
Voted least favorite video game character of 2015 last year, before he even existed.
Cause in JRPGs you always got that cute character that's useless, but Fly Butler isn't even cute. He's just useless.
He's just useless.
He's just real bad. But anyway, we've gotten a bunch more suggestions from people wanting us to build out the world of Krys. So this week's episode, we're drawing at the request of Bobby McSteve.
Bobby McSteve.
Some JRPG party members. So these are some people who are going to be adventuring with Krys.
Yeah, you pick them up along the way, along your journey.
You know, it's not their legend, it's Krys's legend, but they're characters in it.
Of course. Krys couldn't do it without him. He can't do it without his friends.
He couldn't do it without him. Krys, he's actually pretty bad. He's real spunky, but not that great at any other things.
Spunk's not going to get you everywhere in this world.
Hey, you didn't think you were going to be... We did draw class last week, but we're teaching you some real lessons today. You need more than spunk.
Yeah.
To get through life.
It's true. It's the truth, man. Hard truths.
Both the, the personality trait spunk, and also, as we've stated before, spunk does mean semen.
It does, and you definitely need more than that.
You need more than semen alone to get through life.
Sometimes it seems like it's enough, you know?
It seems like
it's enough, but I'm here to tell you, buddy, it's only mostly enough.
So this is Pippi Longstocking.
Yes.
No, this is a female companion.
This is an original character. If you'd be so kind as to not steal.
Yeah.
Go without saying at this point.
Please don't steal any of these characters. Do color them and make them look better than how we draw them.
Yes, please do that.
Some fan art would be so dope.
I would love that. So pretty much, there's a few tropes in every JRPG that have to be there in order for it to be in order for it to get through the JRPG committee of Japan. They'll reject your game outright if you don't have.
There's a checklist they go down, and you've got to have. You've got to meet at least 10 out of the 50.
Yeah.
So we've got the spunky hero. We've got the sullen villain, Sully
Villy, which should have been his name.
Well, there's time for some enemies in future videos.
For sure. So another trope that has to be present is the spunky, kind of tomboyish female sidekick that's also kind of a love interest, but she doesn't want to admit it.
Right.
You know, but for some reason, she keeps falling prey to Krys's considerable charms.
It's almost as if it was written into the story to be that way.
It's almost as if
She
that
can't
is the
control
case.
it.
She has no control over it whatsoever. And also, she doesn't have much of a personality on her own, aside from being kind of a grumpy...
She's a big grumpo
love interest.
Yeah.
So she's always kind of got, like...
But she's a pretty good fighter.
Angry anime girl face syndrome.
Yeah.
Which a lot
Stuck
of...
in resting anime...
Resting anime face.
Resting angry anime face. That's great.
She's kind of got, like, a look like...
She's like, what are you even doing?
What are you even doing, Krys? It's not like I even like you anyways. I just came along so you wouldn't get into trouble.
Oh, man.
One thing that
Krys.
these characters often have in common is that they just have, like, just huge cans for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mostly because these games are made by dudes. And they want to have them be sex symbols. I mean, look at your Tifas.
Look at your Tifas. Look at your,
Queen Latifahs.
You look at your Queen Latifahs.
All of them.
Look at all of your Queen Latifahs.
Look at all of your Queen Latifahs, please.
See how far they've fallen.
So absurd proportions.
Yeah.
Not of this world. And then just like the tiniest clothing, where it's like you live in kind of like a medieval-inspired fantasy world. Like, where did you get these crop tops from?
Well, I mean, it's a fantasy-inspired world, but they've got like fashionistas. You know?
Yeah.
There's definitely someone in fantasy. Did we ever come up with a name for the world Krys lives in?
Yeah, I think it's Krys.
Oh. Krys with an I?
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's Legends of Krys with an I, but then Krys's name is with a Y.
Yeah.
I believe it's like
so
the
that's
case.
like if someone named their kid Earth, but like
URTH. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh man. So yeah, so are what is this lovely lady's name?
Oh boy, I hadn't even thought about that because I've been so focused on drawing this abomination of a thing that I'm crafting here. Let's see, what's a good JRPG girl name?
Can I suggest one?
Yes, you may.
Proportia.
Proportia. I like it. She could be Proportia.
So this is your fighting girl sidekick helper who's actually much better at fighting than you.
Yeah.
Proportia.
I've changed my mind about her hand.
Yeah, where in relation to the hair does the hand go?
I've just changed my mind in terms of like I want this to be a part of her like weapon and character.
Does she fight using her hair?
She fights using these big fists.
Oh, she's got big fists.
She's got big fists made of stone. Nice. And she just punches dudes with them.
Are those augmented, or is it some sort of magical?
Oh no.
Affectation.
No. It's just rock fists that she puts on her hands like Hulk hands.
Okay. Do they make noise like the Hulk hands?
They do. They make really cool explosion sounds.
It just sounds like a person making explosion sounds. Like,
yeah, with their mouth. Exactly.
Grrr.
But they are like passed down through her family. Like her family is used.
So she comes from a long line of
punchmen.
Punchmen and
punchwomen.
Punchmen, men and women.
Which in the world of Krys is like a trade.
Yeah.
They're like miners kind of. They punch rocks into submission and collect the ores.
Oh, they use the Minecraft mining technique where you
you just beat things. We're gonna have like a Minecraft-esque crafting system in the game.
Oh, that's great.
That's what the teens love.
Yeah.
We're
trying to make the original conceit of these videos was we were trying to make the worst RPG, the worst JRPG.
Yeah.
So we're hitting these tropes, but we're doing them but bad.
Yeah, doing them but bad, because really it doesn't need to have that.
So she only has one of her fists on right now?
Yeah, just one. The other one has been lost for generations.
Oh, so is that going to be like
it's a side quest?
A loyalty quest?
Yeah.
Where you get her other fist, and then she kind of likes you a little bit more?
Pretty much, yeah. Also, it's like...
Ooh, she got the thigh gap.
She got the thigh gap. These games have to have... like you do a big quest to find the ultimate weapon, character's ultimate weapon.
Right.
That's going to be hers.
So the ultimate weapon is just the other half.
It's the other fist,
her...
the lost fist of her grandfather, James Fitzgerald Punchman.
Okay, so her...
Founder of the Punchman's Guild.
So this is Proportia Punchman.
Proportia Punchman. Yeah, like I said, she comes from a long line of Punchmen.
Great.
They go back. What can I do to fantasy up these shorts a bit?
I mean, buckles and straps are always a good...
Always welcome.
Always a good way to go.
We're gonna get a good buckle here going on. I think.
Can we get a good buckle? Excuse me. Could we get a good buckle?
Excuse me. Could I get one good buckle, please? Thank you.
You've
Thank you
given
so
me
much.
so many okay buckles.
Yeah, and
I just want one good one.
Frankly, I cannot handle another mediocre buckle. They're gonna be kind of like ripped up.
Oh, nice.
Like
these were at one point fully lengthed pants.
Yeah, or at the very least, shorts that were a bit longer.
Well, she probably got them when she was younger, so they were longer.
This is ripped up too.
On her. Nice.
She's only had this one pair of clothing for her entire life.
The Punchman's, it's a trade, but it's not a very lucrative trade.
No, it's not. All the ore goes to like the rich, aristocrats.
So there's some class commentary going on.
For sure.
In this game. Some real classy like, class commentary.
But it's like really heavy-handed.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of misses the mark a little bit.
It's like, yeah, it deals with like issues from the 80s.
Yeah, like you can tell we're trying to like drive at something, like we're trying to make a point, but it just kind of misses the mark and you end up feeling uncomfortable more than anything.
Yeah, it was like we clearly started writing this when there were different social issues in the world.
Yeah, and we never thought to change it.
And by the time like the production schedule allowed us to actually make the game, it was too late.
It was too late. Yeah, we started working on this in the 80s. I don't know if I told you guys this, but Nathan and I have been working on this for like 2 decades.
Like
now.
A lot of references to the rise of like teenage crime. And
yeah.
It's like a lot of bad teens roving the streets.
Yeah, a lot of bad teens, a lot of like afros. We talk a lot about disco more than we should.
Yeah.
Which
it's not real music.
It's not real music. There's a disco town you visit in the game.
And that's like the most evil town.
Yeah, I just need to get like a couple of these like stray hairs to show that she's like not like other girls.
She's not like the other girls.
She's not like the other girls.
Her meticulously like shaped pigtails have some tufts of hair sticking out.
Some tufts missing, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have time for that. She's a working class female.
Oh man. Oh, Proportia.
Who falls in love with our beautiful, sweet Krys, and how could she not?
She falls in love and also falls over a lot because...
Also falls over because her legs, as it turns out, very tiny.
She's got real tiny legs and then just like a real big torso and then a real big head.
A real big head.
And a real big fist.
One big fist that's made of stone.
On one side.
And one normal fist. It's a struggle. Her whole life is a struggle.
Her whole life is a struggle. The struggle is real. Proportia.
Let me write her name up here.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it's like Proportia.
Oh, nice. Ooh, I like that.
Proportia Punchman.
Proportia Punchman. First party member you get after Fly Butler?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
She's like a childhood friend.
For sure.
All right, cool. Let me
like if you haven't already quit the game after you got Fly Butler as a party member, then she would be the next one you got.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you got for us, Nathan?
Okay, so
what other tropes we got to cover here?
I think what our team right now is missing is just a real burly character. Just like someone.
Oh, of course.
Someone who just like, for the silhouettes on the
box art.
On the box art, just really rounds it out.
Yeah, for sure. It's got to be a big, kind of gruff, burly character, but like who secretly has a heart of gold.
Yeah.
And for some reason wants to hang out with all these teens.
Yes.
In a world-saving adventure. Presumably.
Exactly.
These are like your Barretts.
Yeah.
Like your Steiner from Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah, you need just like a meat shield for the
For
party.
sure.
Someone who's just like
This is a really big, gruff person you're drawing here.
I'm trying to make the space visually interesting for anyone watching. Just trying to contrast it a little bit.
Yeah, I like it. I also like these wild palm tree hairs
Yeah.
that are growing out of the head here.
Yeah, we just got like a half going.
Oh, like a half hawk?
A half hawk. And in keeping with the sort of I guess the motif, this is also a lady.
Oh, this is a lady too.
This is a bird. I don't know.
Are we like pushing boundaries with this game?
I don't know.
A little bit?
I mean, it's supposed to be a bad game.
Or are we doing it in a way that's like almost borderline offensive? Like when people play it, they're like, I don't think they handled this very well.
Yeah, I think I'd go with that.
Yeah, like they had the chance here to do something real good, but I don't think they handled it with any grace or tact. And like Polygon's doing write-ups.
Yeah.
Saying like, just blasting our game.
I want this game to get blasted. I'm making this game with the knowing full well that it will get blasted.
I want this game to get flavor blasted.
I want this game to get flavor blasted.
I want this game to get a Mountain Dew sponsorship.
So I think this is gonna.
I want this game to be the top esport of the year. Somehow. Okay, so we have eye patch.
We got an eye patch.
Multiple piercings. Can we just give her like some really big, beautiful eyelashes on that other eye?
Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Oh man, see, here's the problem. Mm-hmm. I'm liking this character.
Yeah.
You're making something that I'm enjoying. Because she seems kind of rad.
Well, she is kind of rad. I mean, this character is supposed to be kind of rad.
Always a big gruff scowl on the face.
Yeah.
Very important too.
She's just like, yo.
Where does Krys meet this character?
I think probably in like a swamp.
A swamp area?
A swamp area.
I feel like swamp areas are kind of underutilized in JRPGs.
You may have noticed at this point that Jacob has played more JRPGs than I have.
I have, it's true. I mean, I wasn't counting. But I've played a lot more. 7 more.
The other important thing about like this most burly character is she exclusively fights with guns.
Of course. So
like,
her burliness is like totally wasted.
Yeah. Like
whereas Proportia's is a tiny woman.
Yeah.
But punches exclusively.
Right. And these aren't like fantasy guns. These are just real just regular ass handguns. Because you gotta have some just guns in a JRPG, right? Like everybody's using like swords and stuff, and then there's one character who like for some reason isn't the king of everything.
Yeah,
with guns.
It's the only one that has guns. But also for some reason the guns are weaker than swords.
Yeah.
And people can just get shot over and over again. It's like they're firing paintballs over here.
Ooh, maybe they are paintballs. This is like a little airsoft gun.
Yeah.
She only fights using airsoft guns.
So it takes a lot of shots.
It's got its little like
eventually you'll wear them down.
Little like orange thing on the tip. Just like
so that she doesn't get in trouble with the law.
I like that. And then these sort of burly characters also, they always have like a robot part, right?
Yeah, because you really got to go all in on these characters.
Yeah. So I'm thinking for like one of her legs should be like a robot thing.
A robot thing.
A metal.
A
metal something.
I'm with you so far.
So like you got like.
That's a normal leg.
That's a normal leg. And then this leg.
This little leggy.
This little leggy right here.
Went to market. Robot market.
It's just like a can.
So wait, it's like a can of what? Like soup?
Yeah, hold on. Let's make the other one the can, because this one's like not. I'm so used to like editing on these videos now.
Yeah, you're losing your fuck. Well, you know what? Never mind. I lost my sentence and I deserved it. I was trying to get sassy. This is what I get.
Yeah, what I lose.
I don't know, dude.
So yeah, she's got just like a soup can. Oh, you know what? So she's got like a soup and a sandwich leg.
So she has no legs.
No,
but she did get like
she's got like the lunch combo.
The luncheon combo from Hale and Hearty.
Yeah.
She managed to get attached to the ends of her feet.
So here's like, we got some soup.
What kind?
This
is important.
This is gonna
Don't
be
fuck this up.
This is gonna be some like mushroom soup.
Cream of mushroom?
Cream o mushroom.
All right.
That's what it's. Hold on, there's the mushroom.
It's not a very hearty soup.
Cream of mushroom's pretty hearty.
I guess it's. I mean, I consider any soup that lacks like a meat to be.
Yeah, but you can use it. You can use it to make stroganoff.
That's true, and I bet she did.
Yeah.
When she took this for a leg. That's a lot of soup, also.
Yeah, they make them big. They make them big in the swamp.
People love their soups, and they love their canned goods in the swamps.
And then she's got like a, should be like a metal sandwich or just like a regular ass.
Maybe just
sandwich.
a real fat hoagie.
Okay, so we got like a real fat hoagie on this leg.
Dripping out at the bottom, maybe.
Yeah.
It requires constant replacement and maintenance.
Yeah. So she just sort of like leaves a little trail of like mayo and mustard mixed.
Yeah. What's unclear, and this is actually part of her quest line, is that no one's really sure if she actually lost that leg or if she just stuck it inside a sandwich and never took it out.
You can't tell.
You can't really tell. Like maybe she just didn't notice.
So yeah, she's also gonna have kind of a ripped up shirt like that.
But for different reasons.
It's because she's too huge.
She's too huge. How did she get so strong?
All that airsoft play, you know.
It's a good workout.
They got some mean recoil on them airsoft guns.
Yeah, and she's like the #1 winner of the Swamp's yearly airsoft tournament, which you play exclusively with alligators.
Yeah. She should have like a friend alligator.
A friend alligator.
Just like a. It's not its own party member. It's just like chilling on her back.
When you meet her, she introduces you to her grandpa, and it's an alligator. It's a tiny alligator, but you don't have the heart to break it to her that it's probably not her real grandpa.
Yeah, he's just like.
There he is.
There he is. Well, he's a grandpa gator.
Yeah, he's a grandpa gator.
He's got like
spectacles. Yeah, of course.
Back in my day, I was, I didn't have people as grandkids because it was just alligators here. That's what he always says.
Yeah. So this is very confusing for me too.
This is very confusing for me. She's got like a spiky belt.
Oh, of course. Could we get maybe like a small vest?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Just like a vest that's way too small.
So it only goes down to here.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
It's her grandfather's vest.
It's her grandmother's. This is my vest.
To be honest, I didn't tell her she could wear it, but I can't very much take it away from her either.
You gonna argue with her? But she's got a heart of gold. She's so sweet once you get to know her.
A heart of soup.
She's got a heart of soup. I gotta give this character a name.
Oh yeah, what are you thinking for this one?
I'm thinking.
Does she just have the one? What's gonna go on with her other hand?
I'm trying to figure that out. I've been stalling. I've been biding my time.
Yeah, I've noticed.
You know what I think her other hand is just a gun.
A real gun.
Yeah. It's like a double gun. So it's
What's a double gun?
It's like two guns. What got smushed together?
How are you gonna pull this off? Oh, can she fire them, or does someone else have to? There's triggers there.
She has to punch. She has to punch them. She has to gun punch.
Oh, it's a gun punch hand.
It's a gun punch hand.
So it's kind of like the sword gun sword.
Yeah.
Gun blade from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah.
But
not at all.
But not at all. A really bad version of that.
So okay, here we go. Here's how it's gonna look. It's all like taped up here, and then you got like the tape coming across like that.
So she just taped two guns.
She taped 2 guns.
This is just 2 guns taped to the end of her arm.
She lost all of her limbs in alligators.
In alligators.
In alligators. So she had to
what a tragedy.
Except for that one that she has. So this hand, she can't fire the guns unless she gets off a successful gun punch. So those are like her 2 abilities.
Right.
She's got like regular gun and gun punch.
But she has some limited healing factor from her soup foot and her sandwich foot.
Yes. Oh, that's true. She can use those.
So we are breaking boundaries here.
Yeah. This is could fucking Barrett heal? Did he have a...
Barrett didn't have any soup, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
Not a single can of Chunky.
Give her some...
on that guy. Also, she just
some
totally
fatigues.
just... Oh, those are fatigues.
Those are fatigues.
I thought those were stains.
Well, yeah. I mean, they can be.
It's like, get a hold of yourself.
Yeah, give her some pockets. Some pockets
Get that
on
military look.
Get that military look going. Yeah, give her like a dog tag.
Yeah, this is from her time in the Alligator Wars.
Yeah.
Which only she participates in. And the alligators don't know that it's going on.
So she has an airsoft gun in her real hand. These are real guns.
Yeah.
But they can only fire if she punches.
So it's basically just a point blank weapon.
Yeah. And yeah, I think I'm gonna name her Gun. Thea.
Gunthea.
Gunthea.
Like Cynthia.
Like Cynthia, but with guns.
But with guns. I'd like to think that her name was Cynthia, and she was reborn as Gunthea in the Trials of the Swamp.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this foot is also leaking. So she's just sort of like, she didn't notice because she was in the swamp for so long,
which is notoriously wet.
Yeah, but when she leaves the swamp, it's she's just a real mess. That's what Krys keeps telling her. He just goes, "Gunthea, you're such a mess," and she goes,
"You have a real tragic backstory."
I gotta make her boobs make sense. They're different sizes.
That's fine.
Because Proportia, she's got the nice boobs. They're big, but they're the same size. Gunthea's boobs, it's okay. I want Gunthea to be a positive message for the little girls that, like, it's okay if you're a jacked alligator woman with boobs that are not the same shape and size.
And food items for limbs.
We're
not going to judge.
We're not going to judge. I certainly hope you don't judge us for making these. But if you wanted to, you would be within your right. Let's give her just some
that's your God-given right.
Here. This is shaping up. This is shaping up to be quite the party. I would say.
I think we should put together an image of like them with Krys.
Oh yeah, we should
see how they all look together.
We should show. Well, okay. So here's these guys, and let's see.
Can we just slap? Oh, there's Krys.
There's Krys.
He didn't even break a sweat.
And then again, here's Lucianosaurus. And here's what we drew today. Guys, we're making a real bad game.
We're making a game.
We're making a real bad game.
This game is going to make us literally dozens of dollars.
Literally dozens. Guys, if you've got suggestions for other types of bad games you want to see us make, or other aspects of the Legends of Krys, we've already got like just enemies and vehicles been suggested, but I'm sure there are other aspects of games that we haven't thought of yet.
There's a lot of things we haven't thought of.
I'm just gonna give this sandwich like one of those little olives on a toothpick.
Of course, it's a classy Sammy
coming out the back. It's a classy Sammy.
Is it gonna be a skull? Nope.
Oh, it should be a skull.
Is it gonna be an alligator skull?
No.
Is that a human skull?
It's some sort of small mammal's skull.
The skull of a tiny man.
A skull of a tiny man, the only man Gunthea ever loved.
Now I'm invested in the story.
Yeah. Guys, get invested. Invest in our Kickstarter for this game.
We need $5 million.
We need $5 million. We're sorry.